Question 1. What should you do when you see a stop sign? A. Slow down and proceed if clear. B. Come to a complete stop. C. Check for cars and roll through if clear. Answer. B. Come to a complete stop. When you see a stop sign, you are required by law to come to a full stop at the designated line. Question 2. At what distance should you signal before making a left or right turn? A. At least 50 feet before the turn. B. At least 100 feet before the turn. C. At least 200 feet before the turn. Answer. B. At least 100 feet before the turn. It is important to signal at least 100 feet before turning to give other drivers adequate notice of your intention. Question 3. What is the legal blood alcohol concentration limit for drivers over 21 in Nevada? A. 0.5%. B. 0.8%. C. 0.10%. Answer. B. 0.8%. The legal limit for blood alcohol concentration in Nevada for drivers over 21 is 0.8%. Question 4. How should you react to a flashing red traffic light? A. Stop and proceed when safe. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Stop and wait for it to turn green. Answer. A. Stop and proceed when safe. A flashing red light is treated the same as a stop sign. Drivers must come to a complete stop and may proceed when it's safe. Question 5. What does a yellow diamond-shaped sign typically indicate? A. A regulatory requirement. B. A warning of possible hazards ahead. C. A pedestrian crossing. Answer. B. A warning of possible hazards ahead. Yellow diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of upcoming hazards such as curves, intersections, or traffic signals. Question 6. In Nevada, who has the right-of-way at a four-way stop? A. The driver on the right. B. The first driver to stop. C. The driver on the left. Answer. B. The first driver to stop. At a four-way stop, the driver who stops first should move forward first. If in doubt, yield to the driver on your right. Question 7. What is the minimum following distance you should maintain behind another vehicle under normal weather conditions? A. 2-second rule. B. 3-second rule. C. 4-second rule. Answer. B. 3-second rule. It's recommended to keep at least a 3-second following distance from the vehicle in front of you under normal conditions. Question 8. How should you respond if an emergency vehicle with flashing lights is approaching? A. Speed up and move out of the way. B. Pull over to the side of the road and stop. C. Continue driving at the same speed. Answer. B. Pull over to the side of the road and stop. When you see an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, pull over to the right side of the road and stop until the vehicle has passed. Question 9. What do white lines on the road signify compared to yellow lines? A. White lines are for lane changes, yellow lines for stopping. B. White lines separate traffic going in the same direction, yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. C. White lines are used exclusively in construction zones, while yellow lines are not. Answer. B. White lines separate traffic going in the same direction, yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. This helps in guiding traffic flow safely. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle starts to skid on ice? A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and slowly release the gas. C. Stop steering and let the vehicle stop by itself. Answer. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and slowly release the gas. To regain control when skidding on ice, steer gently in the direction you want the front of the car to go and avoid overcorrection. Question 11. Under what circumstances may you legally pass another vehicle on the right? A. When driving in a lane set for right turns. B. When a vehicle ahead is making a left turn and you have an available lane. C. Both A and B. Answer: C. Both A and B. It is legal to pass another vehicle on the right if the vehicle is making a left turn and there is room to pass safely without leaving the roadway. Question 12. What actions should you take when driving in foggy conditions? A. Use your high beams. B. Use your low beams. C. Turn off your lights. Answer: B. Use your low beams. High beams can reflect off the fog and impair visibility even more, so it's safer to use low beams. Question 13. What are Nevada's laws regarding the use of high beam headlights? A. They can be used at any time. B. They should not be used in fog. C. They must be turned off when approaching another vehicle within 500 feet. Answer: C. They must be turned off when approaching another vehicle within 500 feet. High beams must be dimmed for oncoming vehicles to prevent blinding other drivers. Question 14. How do you handle a situation where a school bus has its stop sign extended? A. Stop only if you see children crossing. B. Continue if the bus is on the opposite side of a divided highway. C. Stop regardless of your direction until the stop sign is withdrawn. Answer: C. Stop regardless of your direction until the stop sign is withdrawn. This rule helps ensure the safety of disembarking children. Question 15. What is the procedure for leaving a freeway? A. Signal and increase your speed. B. Signal, move to the exit lane, and begin to decrease your speed. C. Stop in the lane, then move onto the exit ramp. Answer: B. Signal, move to the exit lane, and begin to decrease your speed. Proper signaling and speed adjustment are key to safely exiting a freeway. Question 16. How close to a fire hydrant is it illegal to park? A. 5 feet. B. 10 feet. C. 15 feet. Answer: C. 15 feet. It is illegal to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant to ensure that access is not blocked in emergencies. Question 17. What does a solid green traffic light mean? A. Yield to pedestrians and proceed with caution. B. Come to a complete stop. C. Go if the way is clear. Answer: C. Go if the way is clear. A solid green light means you can go through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic or pedestrians in your path. Question 18. How should you proceed if a traffic signal is malfunctioning? A. Treat it as a stop sign. B. Continue as if the signal is green. C. Wait for it to be repaired. Answer: A. Treat it as a stop sign. If a traffic signal is out or malfunctioning, treat the intersection like a four-way stop. Question 19. What are the seatbelt requirements in Nevada? A. Only the driver needs to wear a seatbelt. B. All passengers must wear seatbelts. C. Seatbelts are recommended but not required. Answer: B. All passengers must wear seatbelts. Nevada law requires all passengers in a vehicle to wear seatbelts. Question 20. What must you do before backing up your vehicle? A. Turn on your hazard lights. B. Honk your horn. C. Check behind the vehicle for obstacles. Answer: C. Check behind the vehicle for obstacles. Always ensure the path is clear before reversing to avoid collisions. Question 21. At what age can children legally sit in the front seat of a car in Nevada? A. 10 years old. B. 12 years old. C. 6 years old. Answer: B. 12 years old. In Nevada, Children must be at least 12 years old to legally sit in the front seat of a car. Question 22. What does a no passing zone sign look like? A. A rectangular green sign. B. A yellow pennant-shaped sign. C. A round blue sign. Answer B. A yellow pennant-shaped sign. No passing zone signs are yellow and pennant-shaped to warn drivers not to pass. Question 23. How should you handle intersections with no signs or signals? A. Yield to the vehicle on the left. B. Yield to the vehicle on the right. C. The first vehicle to arrive has the right of way. Answer B. Yield to the vehicle on the right. At intersections with no signs or signals, the general rule is to yield to the vehicle on the right. Question 24. What are the consequences of refusing a blood alcohol content test in Nevada? A. No penalties. B. Mandatory suspension of driving privileges. C. A warning and a fine. Answer B. Mandatory suspension of driving privileges. Refusing a blood alcohol content test in Nevada results in a mandatory suspension of your driving privileges. Question 25. What should you do when you approach a roundabout? A. Accelerate to get through quickly. B. Yield to traffic in the roundabout. C. Stop before entering. Answer B. Yield to traffic in the roundabout. Always yield to drivers already in the roundabout before you enter. Question 26. What is Nevada's law regarding cell phone use while driving? A. Handheld use is permitted. B. Only hands-free use is permitted. C. No restrictions on cell phone use. Answer B. Only hands-free use is permitted. Nevada law requires drivers to use hands-free devices if they need to use a cell phone while driving. Question 27. What are the steps for making a safe and legal U-turn? A. Signal, check for traffic, and turn when safe. B. Make a quick turn without signaling. C. Wait for a green light only. Answer A. Signal, check for traffic, and turn when safe. Always signal and check that the way is clear before making a U-turn. Question 28. What does a flashing yellow traffic light indicate? A. The light is about to turn red. B. Stop and proceed when safe. C. Proceed with caution. Answer C. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light advises drivers to slow down and proceed with caution through the intersection. Question 29. When are you required to stop for a pedestrian? A. Only in marked crosswalks. B. At all crosswalks, marked or unmarked. C. Only when the pedestrian signals. Answer B. At all crosswalks, marked or unmarked. Drivers in Nevada must stop for pedestrians in all crosswalks, regardless of whether they are marked. Question 30. What is the safe procedure for merging onto the highway? A. Yield to all traffic before merging. B. Stop before merging. C. Speed up to match the flow of traffic. Answer C. Speed up to match the flow of traffic. When merging onto a highway, accelerate to the speed of traffic and merge safely. Question 31. How should you respond to an aggressive driver? A. Attempt to outmaneuver them. B. Stop your vehicle and confront them. C. Stay calm, don't engage, and keep a safe distance. Answer C. Stay calm, don't engage, and keep a safe distance. The best response to aggressive driving is to remain calm and avoid confrontation. Question 32. What should you do if you encounter animals on the roadway? A. Speed up to scare them away. B. Slow down and pass cautiously. C. Honk continuously until they clear the area. Answer B. Slow down and pass cautiously. When encountering animals on the road, reduce your speed and pass them carefully. Question 33. What does a red arrow signal mean? A. Stop and proceed when the arrow turns off. B. Prepare to stop. C. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow. Answer. A. Stop and proceed when the arrow turns off. A red arrow means you must stop, and you can only proceed in the direction of the arrow when it is safe and legal to do so. Question 34. When is it safe to cross railroad tracks? A. When you can't see a train coming. B. After stopping at the crossing and ensuring no train is coming. C. Whenever pedestrians are crossing. Answer. B. After stopping at the crossing and ensuring no train is coming. Always stop and look both ways before crossing railroad tracks if the situation is unclear. Question 35. What are the guidelines for securing loads on vehicles? A. Loads must be covered with a tarp. B. Loads should not extend beyond the sides of the vehicle. C. All loads must be securely fastened. Answer. C. All loads must be securely fastened. Ensuring that all loads are securely fastened prevents accidents and loss of materials. Question 36. What does a road sign with a truck rolling downhill indicate? A. Truck entrance. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Trucks use lower gear. Answer. B. Steep descent ahead. This sign warns drivers, especially those operating larger vehicles, of a steep downward slope ahead. Question 37. What actions are required if you're involved in a traffic accident? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange information and report the accident. C. Only report the accident if there are injuries. Answer. B. Exchange information and report the accident. Nevada law requires drivers involved in an accident to exchange information and report the accident to authorities if it involves injuries, death, or significant property damage. Question 38. How wide should a gap be to safely pass another vehicle on the highway? A. 4 car lengths. B. 5 to 6 seconds of following distance. C. 2 seconds of following distance. Answer. B. 5 to 6 seconds of following distance. Ensure a gap of 5 to 6 seconds to provide adequate time and space to pass safely. Question 39. What does a blue-colored curb indicate? A. Handicapped parking. B. Short-term parking. C. Loading zone. Answer. A. Handicapped parking. A blue curb is designated for handicapped parking, indicating that only vehicles with a valid disabled permit can park there. Question 40. What is the proper use of a bike lane by motorists? A. Use it to bypass traffic. B. It should not be used by motorists. C. Use it only for right turns. Answer. C. Use it only for right turns. Motorists should enter bike lanes only when making right turns and must yield to cyclists. Question 41. When should your vehicle's headlights be turned on? A. 1 hour after sunset until 1 hour before sunrise. B. At sunset and remain on until sunrise. C. Half an hour after sunset until half an hour before sunrise. Answer. C. Half an hour after sunset until half an hour before sunrise. It is required to turn on your vehicle's headlights from half an hour after sunset until half an hour before sunrise, or any time when visibility is poor. Question 42. What is the protocol for passing a funeral procession? A. Overtake the procession on the right. B. Follow closely to keep the procession together. C. Do not pass a funeral procession on a 2-lane road. Answer. C. Do not pass a funeral procession on a 2-lane road. It is respectful and often legally required not to disrupt a funeral procession, especially on two-lane roads. Question 43. What are the speed limits in school zones? A. 15 to 25 mph depending on signs. B. 25 to 35 mph depending on time of day. C. Always 25 miles per hour. Answer. A. 15 to 25 mph depending on signs. School zones in Nevada have speed limits ranging from 15 to 25 miles per hour, as indicated by signs, during school hours when children are present. Question 44. How does Nevada law define reckless driving? A. Driving 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. B. Driving under the influence of alcohol. C. Driving with willful disregard for the safety of persons or property. Answer. C. Driving with willful disregard for the safety of persons or property. Reckless driving in Nevada is defined as operating a vehicle with a willful disregard for the safety of persons or property. Question 45. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A. Continue to drive until you find a safe place to stop. B. Pump the brake pedal fast and hard. C. Use the emergency brake and shift to a lower gear. Answer. C. Use the emergency brake and shift to a lower gear. If your brakes fail, using the emergency brake and shifting to a lower gear can help bring your vehicle to a stop safely. Question 46. What does a triangular road sign mean? A. Yield. B. Warning. C. Stop. Answer. A. Yield. Triangular road signs are used to indicate that drivers must yield the right-of-way at intersections or road joins. Question 47. How do you properly use anti-lock brakes in an emergency stop? A. Pump the brakes until the vehicle stops. B. Press down hard on the brake pedal and hold it. C. Slowly apply pressure to the brake pedal. Answer. B. Press down hard on the brake pedal and hold it. With anti-lock brakes, you should apply firm pressure to the brake pedal during an emergency stop, and the system will prevent the wheels from locking. Question 48. What are the parking restrictions in residential areas? A. No parking on the street overnight. B. Parking allowed only on designated sides of the street. C. No restrictions as long as vehicles do not block driveways. Answer. B. Parking allowed only on designated sides of the street. In residential areas, parking is typically restricted to certain sides of the street as indicated by signs. Question 49. What should you do if you are being tailgated? A. Slow down and signal the driver to pass. B. Increase your speed to create distance. C. Gradually slow down to encourage the tailgater to pass. Answer. C. Gradually slow down to encourage the tailgater to pass. This is safer than braking suddenly or accelerating, which can escalate the situation. Question 50. What are the regulations for using a median to turn left on a divided highway? A. It is prohibited to use a median for left turns. B. Use the median as a refuge for merging into traffic. C. You must wait in the median until it is safe to merge with traffic on the opposite side. Answer. C. You must wait in the median until it is safe to merge with traffic on the opposite side. This ensures you do not obstruct traffic flow on either side of the highway. Question 51. What are the rules for turning at intersections with multiple turn lanes? A. Always use the outermost lane for turning. B. Choose the appropriate lane based on your destination. C. Use any lane, regardless of where you want to go. Answer. B. Choose the appropriate lane based on your destination. Using the correct lane helps prevent collisions and ensures smooth traffic flow. Question 52. What should you do if you miss your exit on the highway? A. Make a U-turn through the median. B. Continue to the next exit and turn around. C. Stop and back up on the highway. Answer. B. Continue to the next exit and turn around. It is unsafe to stop or back up on a highway, so it's best to proceed to the next exit. Question 53. What do orange-colored signs usually indicate? A. General warnings. B. Construction and maintenance warning. C. School zones. Answer: B. Construction and maintenance warning. Orange signs are used primarily in construction and maintenance areas to ensure driver and worker safety. Question 54. How do you treat a flashing green traffic light? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and wait for the green light. C. The flashing green light gives you the right of way. Answer: A. Proceed with caution. A flashing green light indicates that you can proceed but must still be cautious and yield to other vehicles and pedestrians. Question 55. What precautions should be taken when driving in winter weather conditions? A. Use high beam headlights at all times. B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. C. Use cruise control for better traction. Answer: B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. In winter weather, it is crucial to adjust your speed to conditions and increase the distance between you and the vehicle ahead for safety. Question 56. What does a pentagon-shaped sign usually indicate? A. Railroad crossing ahead. B. School crossing zone. C. Stop sign ahead. Answer: B. School crossing zone. Pentagon-shaped signs are generally used to indicate school zones, alerting drivers to the presence of children and the need for extra caution. Question 57. How long must you hold a learner's permit before applying for a driver's license in Nevada? A. 6 months. B. 3 months. C. 1 year. Answer: A. 6 months. In Nevada, you are required to hold a learner's permit for at least 6 months before you can apply for a driver's license. Question 58. What are the rules for motorcycle helmet use in Nevada? A. Helmets are optional. B. Helmets are required for riders under 18. C. Helmets are required for all riders. Answer: C. Helmets are required for all riders. Nevada law mandates that all motorcycle riders wear helmets. Question 59. What do broken white lines on the road mean? A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions. B. Lanes are moving in the same direction. C. The lane is ending. Answer: B. Lanes are moving in the same direction. Broken white lines separate lanes of traffic moving in the same direction, indicating that lane changes are permitted. Question 60. How should you react to an approaching train at a railroad crossing? A. Continue to cross if the train is far away. B. Stop, look, and listen for a train before crossing. C. Accelerate to beat the train. Answer: B. Stop, look, and listen for a train before crossing. Always stop at railroad crossings when a train is approaching to ensure safety. Question 61. What are the correct procedures for using a 3-point turn? A. Use on highways for quick direction changes. B. Use in residential areas when there is minimal traffic. C. Use only in emergencies, regardless of location. Answer: B. Use in residential areas when there is minimal traffic. A 3-point turn should be used in areas with low traffic volume where U-turns are not possible or legal. Question 62. What should you do if you are involved in a minor traffic collision with no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately to avoid traffic congestion. B. Move vehicles to the side of the road and exchange information. C. Wait in the car in the traffic lane until police arrive. Answer: B. Move vehicles to the side of the road and exchange information. In the case of a minor collision without injuries, it's safest to move vehicles out of traffic and exchange necessary information with the other driver. Question 63. What does a green arrow appearing with a red traffic light mean? A. Stop and wait for a green signal. B. Proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. C. Yield to all oncoming traffic before proceeding. Answer B. Proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. A green arrow with a red light allows you to go in the direction of the arrow, but requires you to be cautious and yield to other traffic and pedestrians. Question 64. What are the penalties for driving without insurance in Nevada? A. No penalties as long as you pay for any damages caused. B. Suspension of your driving license and fines. C. A warning for the first offense. Answer B. Suspension of your driving license and fines. Driving without insurance in Nevada can lead to the suspension of your driver's license and potentially hefty fines. Question 65. When is it necessary to yield the right-of-way to a public transit vehicle? A. If it signals to pull back into traffic. B. Only in designated bus lanes. C. At all times, regardless of situation. Answer A. If it signals to pull back into traffic, you are required to yield the right-of-way to public transit vehicles like buses when they signal to re-enter the traffic flow from a designated stop. Question 66. What are the rules for parking uphill with and without a curb? A. Turn wheels away from the curb. Turn wheels towards the curb when there is no curb. B. Always park with your wheels straight. C. Turn wheels towards the curb. Turn wheels away from the curb when there is no curb. Answer A. Turn wheels away from the curb. Turn wheels towards the curb when there is no curb. This prevents the car from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. Question 67. How should you position your hands on the steering wheel? A. At the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock positions. B. At the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. C. At the 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock positions. Answer B. At the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. This position provides the most control and is recommended for effective steering. Question 68. What are the requirements for child safety seats in Nevada? A. Children under 6 years and weighing less than 60 pounds must be in a child safety seat. B. Children under 8 years and weighing less than 80 pounds must be in a child safety seat. C. Children under 5 years and weighing less than 50 pounds must be in a child safety seat. Answer B. Children under 8 years and weighing less than 80 pounds must be in a child safety seat. Nevada law requires that children meet these age and weight criteria to be in a child safety seat. Question 69. What should you do if a traffic officer directs you to drive against a posted traffic sign? A. Follow the traffic officer's instructions. B. Follow the posted signs regardless of the officer's instructions. C. Wait until the officer leaves and then proceed. Answer A. Follow the traffic officer's instructions. Always follow the directions of a traffic officer, even if they contradict posted signs. Question 70. What does a blinking traffic light at an intersection indicate? A. The traffic light is out of order. B. Stop and proceed when safe. C. Caution, proceed slowly without stopping. Answer B. Stop and proceed when safe. A blinking red light functions like a stop sign, whereas a blinking yellow light indicates you should proceed with caution. Question 71. How should you approach a crosswalk with pedestrians waiting to cross? A. Wave them across. B. Stop and allow them to cross. C. Continue at a steady speed as they have not yet started crossing. Answer B. Stop and allow them to cross. Drivers must always yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, ensuring their safety. Question 72. What is the recommended speed limit when passing through a construction zone? A. The posted speed limit unless workers are present. B. 10 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. C. The same as the posted speed limit at all times. Answer B. 10 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. When passing through a construction zone, it is safer to reduce your speed below the posted limit, especially when workers are present. Question 73. When is it permissible to overtake and pass another vehicle on the left? A. When driving on a one-way street. B. When the vehicle you are passing is slowing or stopped on the main traveled portion of the highway. C. Both A and B. Answer C. Both A and B. It is generally permissible to pass on the left when the vehicle ahead is turning right or if you are on a one-way street. Question 74. What should you do if the gas pedal sticks while driving? A. Keep driving and try to reach a service station. B. Apply the brakes and look for an opportunity to safely get off the road. C. Turn off the engine immediately. Answer B. Apply the brakes and look for an opportunity to safely get off the road. Do not turn off the engine as it will cause loss of power steering and power brakes. Question 75. How do you respond to an officer signaling you to pull over? A. Stop immediately in your current lane. B. Signal and pull over to the right side of the road. C. Increase your speed to find a safe place to stop. Answer B. Signal and pull over to the right side of the road. Always respond to a police officer's signal by safely pulling over to the right side of the road. Question 76. What are the laws regarding littering from your vehicle? A. Littering is permitted if the item is biodegradable. B. Littering is prohibited and subject to fines. C. Littering is only cited if observed by a police officer. Answer B. Littering is prohibited and subject to fines. Nevada imposes fines for littering, which includes disposing of any item from a vehicle. Question 77. What do guide signs provide information about? A. Traffic laws and regulations. B. Directions, distances, and points of interest. C. Speed limits and traffic fines. Answer B. Directions, distances, and points of interest. Guide signs are meant to help drivers navigate and find locations such as cities, airports, and other places of interest. Question 78. What are the legal requirements for motorcycle headlights during the day? A. Headlights must be off during the day. B. Headlights must be on when riding on highways. C. Headlights must be on at all times. Answer C. Headlights must be on at all times. This requirement helps increase the visibility of motorcycles to other drivers during the day. Question 79. What should you do when approaching a stopped school bus on a divided highway? A. Stop if the bus is on your side of the road. B. Stop regardless of the side of the road you're on. C. Continue if the bus is on the opposite side of a physical barrier. Answer C. Continue if the bus is on the opposite side of a physical barrier. You do not need to stop if the highway is divided by a physical barrier. Question 80. What is the rule regarding following emergency vehicles? A. Follow at a distance of no less than 500 feet. B. It is acceptable to follow closely behind emergency vehicles. C. Follow at a distance of no less than 300 feet. Answer A. Follow at a distance of no less than 500 feet. Keeping a safe distance behind emergency vehicles ensures that you do not interfere with emergency operations and allows you to react to unexpected stops or turns. Question 81. How should you handle a tire blowout while driving? A. Brake hard to stop the vehicle as quickly as possible. B. Maintain your speed and steer straight until the vehicle stops. C. Gradually slow down and steer to the side of the road. Answer C. Gradually slow down and steer to the side of the road. If you experience a tire blowout, it's important to keep the vehicle stable and controlled. Slowing down gradually helps prevent loss of control. Question 82. What does a solid white line along the side of the road indicate? A. Passing is allowed. B. It marks the shoulder of the road. C. It indicates a no passing zone. Answer. B. It marks the shoulder of the road. A solid white line along the side of the road typically marks the edge of the roadway and the beginning of the shoulder. Question 83. What should you do in the event of a power outage affecting traffic signals? A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. B. Ignore the signals and proceed with caution. C. Wait until power is restored before proceeding. Answer. A. Treat the intersection as a four-way stop. When traffic signals are out, treat the intersection as a four-way stop to ensure all drivers take turns proceeding safely. Question 84. How do you handle driving near large trucks on the freeway? A. Stay directly behind them to avoid wind resistance. B. Pass them quickly to minimize time spent next to them. C. Give them plenty of space and avoid being in their blind spots. Answer. C. Give them plenty of space and avoid being in their blind spots. Large trucks have larger blind spots and longer stopping distances, so giving them plenty of space is safest. Question 85. What are the specific rules regarding right turns on red? A. You can always turn right on red unless a sign says otherwise. B. You must come to a complete stop and yield to all traffic and pedestrians before turning. C. Right on red is never allowed. Answer. B. You must come to a complete stop and yield to all traffic and pedestrians before turning. Always ensure it is safe and legal to turn right on red after stopping and yielding. Question 86. How should you behave when encountering a funeral procession while driving on a multi-lane highway? A. Join the procession to get through traffic faster. B. Cut through the procession at an intersection. C. Do not pass the procession on a multi-lane highway. Answer. C. Do not pass the procession on a multi-lane highway. It's respectful and often legally required not to pass or interfere with a funeral procession. Question 87. What does a yield sign require a driver to do? A. Slow down but keep moving. B. Come to a complete stop every time. C. Slow down, stop if necessary, and give way to crossing or merging traffic. Answer. C. Slow down, stop if necessary, and give way to crossing or merging traffic. A yield sign means you must let others go first if they are already at the intersection or roadway. Question 88. What are the legal requirements for reporting a vehicle accident in Nevada? A. Reporting is only required for accidents involving injury or death. B. Accidents must be reported if there is any vehicle damage. C. Any accident must be reported regardless of damage or injury. Answer. B. Accidents must be reported if there is any vehicle damage. This helps facilitate insurance claims and legal responsibilities. Question 89. How do you determine the right of way at a T intersection? A. Vehicles on the through road must yield. B. Vehicles on the terminating road must yield. C. Right of way is determined by the first to arrive. Answer. B. Vehicles on the terminating road must yield. At T intersections, vehicles coming from the stem of the T terminating road must yield to vehicles on the through road. Question 90. What does a single broken yellow line on the road mean? A. Passing is prohibited. B. Traffic flows in two directions and passing is allowed. C. Traffic flows in one direction. Answer. B. Traffic flows in two directions and passing is allowed. A single broken yellow line indicates that vehicles are moving in opposite directions and that passing is permitted when it's safe. Question 91. How should you park in relation to a stop sign? A. At least 30 feet away. B. Directly next to the stop sign for visibility. C. At least 50 feet away. Answer A. At least 30 feet away. Parking too close to a stop sign can obstruct visibility for other drivers and is typically prohibited. Question 92. What precautions should you take when exiting a driveway onto a roadway? A. Yield to all pedestrians and traffic. B. Accelerate quickly to merge with traffic. C. Honk to alert pedestrians and vehicles. Answer A. Yield to all pedestrians and traffic. When exiting a driveway, you must yield to all traffic and pedestrians already on the roadway. Question 93. What are the rules for parking near a crosswalk at an intersection? A. You can park within 5 feet of a crosswalk. B. You must park at least 20 feet away from a crosswalk. C. Parking is allowed as long as you leave space for pedestrians to navigate. Answer B. You must park at least 20 feet away from a crosswalk. This ensures that pedestrians have visibility and safety when using the crosswalk. Question 94. What should you do if you encounter a blind pedestrian at a crosswalk? A. Encourage them to cross quickly. B. Wait until they have completely crossed. C. Honk to let them know you are there. Answer B. Wait until they have completely crossed. Drivers must always ensure the safety of pedestrians, especially those who are visually impaired, by waiting until they have completely navigated the crossing. Question 95. How are road lanes typically marked on highways? A. With solid white lines. B. With alternating red and white lines. C. With broken white lines. Answer C. With broken white lines. On highways, lanes are typically marked with broken white lines to indicate where lane changes are allowed. Question 96. What should you do if you feel drowsy while driving? A. Open the window for fresh air. B. Stop driving and rest or switch drivers. C. Increase the volume of your radio. Answer B. Stop driving and rest or switch drivers. If you feel drowsy, the safest action is to stop driving and rest until you are alert enough to continue. Question 97. What are the rules regarding horn use in residential areas? A. Use sparingly and only in emergencies. B. Use as needed to alert other drivers. C. Horns should not be used in residential areas. Answer A. Use sparingly and only in emergencies. In residential areas, horns should be used minimally to avoid unnecessary noise and disturbance. Question 98. When is it necessary to use your vehicle's hazard lights? A. When parked and loading or unloading passengers. B. When your vehicle is broken down on the roadway. C. When driving in heavy rain. Answer B. When your vehicle is broken down on the roadway. Hazard lights should be used to alert other drivers that your vehicle is a temporary obstacle. Question 99. What should you do to ensure safety when driving near a streetcar or trolley? A. Pass them quickly to avoid being slowed down. B. Follow at a safe distance and prepare to stop. C. Ignore them as they have their own tracks. Answer B. Follow at a safe distance and prepare to stop. Streetcars and trolleys may stop frequently, so keeping a safe distance and being prepared to stop is necessary for safety. Question 100. What are the rules regarding driving through safety zones? A. Driving through safety zones is permitted during off-peak hours. B. You must not drive through or stop in safety zones. C. You can drive through a safety zone if no pedestrians are present. Answer B. You must not drive through or stop in safety zones. Safety zones are designated areas intended to protect pedestrians and must not be obstructed by vehicles.